I'm in Bovingdon at the moment, just outside the gorgeous St Lawrence's Church, and this is not the main destination of today. No, I've been on a walk from Chesham this morning, and I am heading to the infamous town of Hemel Hempstead. And this has once been crowned as the ugliest town in the entire country. And today we're going to find out. And just a disclaimer, I've been to Hemel Hempstead many times, so maybe a bit biased, I don't know. But I just can't get enough of this church, it's gorgeous. But we do sadly have to leave now. Bovingdon is a delightful village. There's nothing special about it, but it's got a couple of nice historic buildings in it, including this. And yeah, so it's about an hour's walk to Hemel Hempstead. I'll film some of it along the way. And yeah, I'll see you in Hemel. Right, I'm in Hemel Hempstead, but I'm still nowhere near the town centre, but I'm by the Great Pump, by the West Coast main line. So yeah, that's how you know you're not too far. I'll just quickly go over transport now, I might as well, because I'm right by the station. Yeah, the station, that's an interesting one. Nowhere near the town centre, and it's very strange, because a little bit of history, Hemel Hempstead is a new town, and it was developed in the 1940s after the World War as sort of an overspill for London, because London was overcrowded, they needed to move out of London. What they did is they rapidly built up these, they chose, I've forgotten how many it was, I'll put up the number of them on the screen, but they built up a load of towns around London to accommodate for that. And there wasn't just London, there was a couple near Birmingham, there was one near Newcastle, and these towns do not look good, but trust me, we will see the historic side of Hemel Hempstead today. Also, the reason why Hemel Hempstead Station is called Hemel Hempstead now is because originally this station opened as Boxmoor, because originally there was the village of Boxmoor, which is now a suburb of Hemel Hempstead, which is where the station is now. That station was originally called Boxmoor, and over time, as Hemel Hempstead grew, it was gradually renamed Hemel Hempstead. This is lovely. The moor outside the station, this must be why it's called Boxmoor. The canal's down there. It's a nice area. There is also a small church in Boxmoor as well, which we will actually pass on the way into the town centre. So I'm not going to go in, because I'm filming this on a Sunday and I don't want to get in the way of any services or anything, but definitely check it out. And there is the beautiful St Mary's Church, which will cover later. There is a lot of green space here, I'll give it credit for that. Take a downward spiral soon though, just watch. Right, so this is St John the Baptist, I think, at Boxmoor. Lovely church. It's not the main one, trust me. The main one is coming up later, but it's lovely, isn't it? And this is only a small suburb of Hemel Hempstead, so the fact that it has its own parish church is quite cool. Coming up to Hemel Town Centre, and there is actually a small little landmark here. Right, seriously no, this is where things start getting up here, it's nasty, but don't worry, I can tolerate it because I have veins of sport now. Right, okay, the Plough roundabout, where do I begin? So, obviously, we have a little thing in the UK called magic roundabouts. There's one in, the most famous one in Swindon, but I didn't go there in the Swindon video. And this one's even better because it has 6 miniature roundabouts on it instead of 5. So this one wins, I'm afraid. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's not called the Magic Roundabout. The one in Swindon literally is called Magic Roundabout. This one is just called the Plough. There is also one in Hatton Cross. There's one in Colchester, I believe, and there's one in High Wycombe. So, yeah, that's a little Hemel landmark for you. There are some parts of Hemel that feel like dystopian, something out of 1984. Rose right off the bat is I like that they've got the brigade running right through the town centre here. It's quite pretty. It's not pretty over there. We're going to be going down there. Or have any of you come at me? Hemel is not bad, but it is ugly. The actual hell is this? Like, what happened to architectural taste after 1940? Like, genuinely, what the hell is going on here? Like, it is hideous. I suppose that the shops are all open and that's good to see. It's not deprived, it really isn't. It's not a bad town at all, but it is hideously ugly. And we have got a vape shop over there. But yeah, to be honest, other than the looks, I can't really complain that much. It's functional. So Bangkok is horrible, but it will take us to our next point of interest, which is the water gardens, which are lovely. This is horrible. Like, I'm lost for words walking around here. It's so functional, but it is absolutely hideous. Like, again, I've said it before. It's not a bad town, but it is really ugly. And I think that's enough to tell you. It is just horrible. Right, aren't they lovely? Like, genuinely. There's usually a lot of nice flowers and stuff in there. I mean, it's just common winter, so they're probably all going to grow back soon. So, that's good to see. I'm not going to go in Marlow because, not to be funny, it's very run of the mill. It's nothing special, but it's fun. It's like, take it from me, honestly, it's not too bad. It's just, yeah, it's not great. It's very average. I think so far one of the most horrible dystopian streets I've ever filmed was Cold Harbour Lane in Hayes Town. But we have a new winner, ladies and gentlemen. Cold Harbour Lane's been dethroned. That was a cool shot. Like, it's an ugly shot, but a cool one. This used to be a really nice help. Things change, eh? I mean, look, I've been here many times in my life, but it's changed a bit. Not really, like, it's still ugly and the shops are still the same, but that's different. It's changed since the last time I came here. And since I was a kid, like, young kid. Like, that's mental. It's no different. But trust me, we're going to see something even worse in a minute. Every time I come here, I'm left shocked that this actually exists in the United Kingdom. There's the proof. Lower ends, chain / independent shops around here. It's like, this is a bit, like, this is not a very nice area. I wouldn't come here unless you're going to the old town. I'd just avoid it. It is a bright day in March, I can't lie. Like, weather recently has been quality. I am hoping and praying that this church will be open. There's no service because I really want to go have a look around in there. Geographical facts. So Hemel is in the Chiltern Hills National Landscape, they were renamed from areas of outstanding natural beauty to national landscapes. So we're in a designated, like, protected area of countryside right now, and and there's two rivers in Hemel, the Bulbourne and the Gade. The Gade goes right through the town centre, and the Bulbourne goes through Boxmoor. So yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting quirk of geography. It's a very hilly town in the suburbs. The town centre is mostly flat, but once you start heading out into the suburbs, it's a lot hillier. Coming up to the old town. This is where the true beauty of Hemel really comes out. I'll quickly run over administrative history. So Hemel was a borough, municipal borough, in Hertfordshire until 1974. 1974 came along, and the borough council was abolished, and it was merged with the Berkhamsted urban district, Tring urban district, and some rural districts around the surrounding area to form the borough of Decorum. Now, Hemel was the only part of the borough to not have a town council. It did once have charter trustees. I forget which year they were abolished, but I'll put it up on screen. I was just talking about charter trustees, and I'd never actually explained what they are. So basically, when a municipal borough or urban district was abolished and it wasn't replaced with a successor town council, charter trustees were established to maintain certain aspects of the town, such as mayoralty, for example. So it's pretty simple, really. It's just, yeah, that's about it. And yeah, there is no town council in Hemel at the moment, and there have been no calls for them either, so they seem not to really care. This is one of the prettiest high streets in Hertfordshire. There's not much in the way of shops. It's mostly just like independent restaurants and things like that. But you've got the old town hall here. I'll get that shot of it in a minute. But it's a lovely building. And this is obviously where the Municipal Borough Council was based until 1974. The council itself isn't based here anymore. It's based in the Forum in the town centre. But yeah, this is where the old Hemel Borough Council was based. Put the camera a bit. The church will be in the background. We're going to get onto it in a minute. I've seen it. It's so good. But we'll just quickly finish up on the high street here. I'll get a better shot of the town hall, and then we'll go to the church, because the church does need some recognition. Better shot. Sorry, the sun's in the way. Let me see if I can move a little bit. So, there you go. A lot better. It's lovely. Alright, you ready for the church? There we go. Beautiful. Alright, it says it's closed until Easter for building works. I'm gonna go double check. The park is just down there as well, and I will get onto that after this, and I'll finish there. Built in 1140 AD. Was that when it was consecrated? It might have been that, but it's unfortunately closed. Just my luck. I don't come to Hemel Church very often, but it's never been open. Behind me is Cambridge Park. Nice way to end. Right. I need to be real, to be honest. This is not a bad town in the slightest. I've had a blast filming this video, and I don't really know why, because I've been here a million times. Maybe it's because I've wanted to film this town for so long, and now I'm finally doing it. I kind of want the spire in the background for this. So yeah, I'm finally doing it. I really like Hemel Hempstead. You'll probably all think I'm a lunatic, but I've enjoyed myself. And yeah, the new town is ugly, but it's functional for your shopping. The old town is gorgeous. You need to come to the old town. It's beautiful. The walk into the town centre from the station is lovely. It's a nice town. I don't really see what the problem is. It's a really nice town. And I do have a bit of a soft spot for it. So that's my verdict. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting to like it this much. But here we are. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I did. I really enjoyed this. This is probably one of the most fun I've had filming a video in a while, and I don't know why. But yeah, honestly, please leave a like and consider subscribing, because we're going to go to more random places like Hemel Hempstead. We'll go to Stevenage at some point. Yeah, I'll finish with the church in the background. Would I recommend you come here? Yes, but just only if you need to do shopping. New Town's obviously your best bet, but Old Town is definitely worth a visit. Either way, it's gorgeous, and there's a lot of nice walks around here. It is worth a visit. And it's one of the nicest new towns in the country. Definitely not the ugliest. I don't know what world it was. I don't even think it was this year. I think Luton was the ugliest town this year. But to think it was ever voted as the ugliest town in the UK does make me a little bit... It makes me question who did it. Because it's not true. It's really not true. You need to explore these places to make up your mind yourself. Because... don't just listen to people on the internet, because they're not always right. Like here, this is really not that bad, honestly. And also, I want to discuss crime rate, because for a major town, and I also want to add that despite this is the highest crime rate in Hertfordshire right here. I think Waltham Cross has a slightly higher crime rate than this, but it's the highest crime rate for a major town in Hertfordshire. And it's still really low at 95, which is it's not even at 100. That's really good. For a large town in the UK, that is superb. Well done. Not unsafe in the slightest, very safe. Very nice town. If you ignore the new town. The new town is dystopian, but it does have all your shops that you would need, so I can't fault it. It is very functional. But yeah, did not expect that. Really liked it here, and I reckon you will if you come here as well, as long as you know where to avoid. So that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed this. I've said this earlier, but I really enjoyed it. And as for the next video, will probably be Glasgow. So we're going to be going into Scotland for the first time on this channel if everything goes to plan. We tried to do that a couple of months ago and it didn't go to plan. This day was originally supposed to be from Scotland. There was a very big hiccup with the trains, but hopefully the next video will either be exploring Glasgow, the Glasgow area, or a review of Glasgow itself. So I'm really excited for that. I hope you are too. Iggy's Travels goes to Scotland, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.